Good evening, everyone. My name is Jack Pott. I'm the Director of Music and Arts here at Asylum Hill Congregational Church. Welcome to our summer sauna, also known as the Sanctuary. We are grateful that you have chosen to spend this time hearing this amazing bell choir tonight. Just a couple brief words. You have a program in hand. They will be doing, not in that order that you see, but doing selections from that program. It'll be about a 45-minute program itself. If you do need to use the restroom during the concert, you can sort of exit that side and find your way to the bathrooms that way, because as you might expect with a 150-year-old sanctuary, the bathrooms are nowhere near it. Maybe someday we'll change that. Yes, as well as adding air conditioning. It is my great pleasure to welcome to the sanctuary the bellmaster of the Jubilate Adult Bell Choir from Crystal Lake. Please welcome Tony Gambini.
So we have a few bell changes, and I've been told if you're a good director, you need to kind of like talk and not just stand there. So I am learning something new, because that is something I rarely do. But a couple things. We are Jubilate, the first Congregational church, Crystal Lake, Illinois. Half of the audience already knows that because they're from our hometown. But we are, from what I understand, 50 miles northwest of Chicago, if you need kind of the location. We are very glad, so happy to be here. You guys done? Oh, yay. All right, so I'm going to stop in mid-sentence and I'll pick it up as soon as we go, if I can remember. Our next piece is Reverberations by Sally Lloyd. And so from Crystal Lake, this is our first time ever playing outside of our home church. The second time will be tomorrow at the HMA, Handbell Musicians of America, at their Friday afternoon concert. They are free, open to the public. If you're willing to kind of find the Marriott and join us, we'd be happy to see you there. So, oh wow, you were great. So I will make one comment. So we normally play for church services on Sundays, monthly, and then we do 2 annual concerts, usually with joint venture with our choral program, our vocal groups. And we decided to do something different. So what did we decide to do? I said, hey, you want to go to Hartford, Connecticut? In a heat wave? In July? They said, sign me up! So we are here for this week and enjoy ringing. Love this space. Beautiful, beautiful space. Our next piece, Children of the Heavenly Father by Matthew Compton. continuing on, this church, First Congregational Church, has a long-standing tradition of music excellence. Very long period. Hires great directors, music ministers, and creates incredible music for services in the community. Our Handbell program started in the mid-70s, 76. We started with 3 octaves. We now ring Walmart 5 octaves, many duplicate sets, just to cover all of the complicated changes that we have. Which is why, when the pandemic hit, there were so many questions. The whole world turned upside down. Everybody, personal, jobs, churches, music groups. So our question was, now what? More to come. We will be playing The Only Constant by Jason Crew. So where were we? Pandemic. Yes, thank you for reminding us. So everybody was saying, now what? Our leadership at the church, and by the way, I forgot to mention, our senior pastor and wife have taken on another couple of hats on this trip. They are with us. They are now equipment truck drivers and land crew. So they've been troubleshooting all the way and got everything here. And then now they have to get everything back safely. But I believe in you. Our music director came along with us to help us troubleshoot. She is now have the hat of travel guide. And if you've ever been on a trip, she's troubleshooting ahead, identifying the problems, making sure everybody's where they're supposed to be at the right time, at the right location with relatively few injuries. And so far, we're doing great. So, all right. So we're going to go to the next piece. So Pale Blue Dot by Jason Krug is probably one of our favorite pieces. We've gotten to play it several times for our home church. If you look in the back row, the tall guy, the tallest bass ringer, is going to be bowing a low chime, the E3 chime. All the bell nerds will know what that is. But it's a different kind of playing the chime. So what you will hear is kind of a hum that will bloom in the room, especially in this hall. It'll take a while. You go, what is that? It's not God yet, but pretty close to that sound. So we will be playing this piece, Pale Blue Dot. So what did we do? We were headed with COVID. Like I said, our leadership ministers were absolutely committed to providing Sunday services. Have to be remote. Can't be with groups. Can't be with people. So then what does music do? So Ann comes to me and said, what are you going to do? And I'm thinking, is it even possible? How in the world is this going to happen? But what the answer was, we had to. There was no doubt. We had to. We had to figure it out. Didn't even know where to start. Guess what appeared? Some answers. HMA, first time in about 3 months, took a live conference like what we're going to and made it remote. And what they got were experts that were experimenting with these strange way of recording bells to be able to create what we call the Brady Bunch Zoom window music. So we figured out a way to do that. And I guess the reason I'm sharing that is I always like to look at when you're faced with a challenge, what do you learn? What do you come away with? This group became so rhythmically independent, but also totally aware of the ensemble. And when we did come back, we were a better group, better artists, better musicians, and appreciated what almost was gone. And I guess they enjoy a quirky sense of humor. So we get together every week, play hard music, challenging music, beautiful music for our church and for our community. We will be ending with Novus, and then we can all go find some air conditioning and get cooled off. This is going to be a hot one, so if you're not hot, they're going to be sweating bullets by the end of this. So we'll play Novus by Jason Krug.